Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm recording 3 days later than I had intended. I intended to stick to my Monday recordings and kind of give you guys an update of any procedures that I may have done or results that may have come in or just my emotional state of things. For anybody that hasn't been listening to the past videos, this is not my normal video series. It was spurred by being diagnosed with stage 1 curable breast cancer at the start of the new year in 2025, and kind of the process of going through all this. So really, as of the point I'm recording this, I have yet to record my first video number 1. I just wanted to get through some of this first, and honestly, I wasn't sure as I recorded these if I would put them out here on YouTube, but my feeling is if it helps anybody in any way, if somebody needed a non-scientific video on biopsies and second mammogram, surgery, what have you, I'm just an average person here and going through it, and I thought that may be a relatable position to come from for whoever is out there listening, be it you going through it yourself or a caregiver going through it, or just somebody that has watched my past videos or read my book and has taken an interest in what's happening with me, because I have not posted any YouTube videos. And actually, as I record this, I have yet to record video or put up onto YouTube video number 1. I wanted to get through the process before I opened it all up to the world a little bit. So with that, when I last left you, I had an unexpected biopsy done on my right side. My left side is where the tumor is. The reason being is that I got plastics involved because I'm going to do a reduction at the same time, and they require MRI. The MRI is what spotted a couple little tiny nodes over here, and the radiologist felt fine about it, but my breast surgeon wanted a biopsy to make sure they were completely clean. And so last I left you, when I recorded last Monday, I didn't have those results yet because it was the Friday afternoon prior to that I had the biopsy. Good news I received after the last video was that it is benign and nothing needs to be done. They're not going to take them out. They'll keep an eye on them, but there was calcification. It gave her the ease not to have to touch there. So that was one. And then I guess we left Tuesday. Like, I had phone calls that would come in for pre-op stuff and whatnot through the week, but they were so respectful about giving my little family time away, as we had already scheduled, and we stayed here in Maine. We didn't travel, and away for 3 nights and had a great kind of chill time before the reality of things hit us when we got back. So that was really it for last week. I'm trying to think of anything else aside from the scheduling of stuff, and I learned that I was going to have an overnight, which FYI didn't end up having an overnight, and I'll get into that in a minute. And scheduling for this past Monday, so the day before surgery, they went in and I say planted seeds, but they put seeds in to bracket the tumor to give the surgeon more indication of where that all is, the entire mass with margin that she needed to be removed. So that was through Monday, and everybody has been spectacular. So benign tumor, scheduled the seeds, received news from the genetics folks that I had no genetic markers that I would make me a higher risk for future breast cancer or cervical or ovarian or colon. That's good news, and good news for my kids and any other bloodline family members as well. So everything is a lot in each week. My partner had been making fun of me because when we returned from vacation, it was kind of like, I'm not going to call it nesting, but I know that I'm going to be down for a while, and I wanted things done so that I wasn't worried about them. So I went into deep clean mode, except for we have received a ton of snow here, and I may have mentioned this on the last video. And so I could not let go of the fact that I wanted to use the huge amount of snow right outside our house to create a sledding chute like I did when my kids were little. My kids are now, my oldest will be 20 this weekend, and my other child is 17. And they were so accommodating to me, and they played outside with me, and we made a great sledding chute, and I know it was for me, but that became a priority as well. Now, as I'm recording this, because I didn't record on Monday because Monday became insane. I had to be in the hospital to have the seeds planted. I needed to get to the bank and the post office and finish cleaning and, FaceTime with my parents and Tom's parents just so they could see I was okay. So it was a lot on Monday evening. And then Tuesday morning, I guess I get into it now. Tuesday morning was get up time. Woke up just before the alarm at 4:40, got showered, washed with the antibacterial, I'm sure, soap that had been provided to me for a second time. I did the night before. And we left and we checked into the hospital at 6 a.m. and they did all, from vitals to IV to talking to anesthesiologist to my surgeon coming in, going through stuff with me, the plastic surgeon coming in and marking, drawing a nice pretty new picture on my chest. And by 7:29, I was wheeled into OR, and probably by 7:35, I was out like a light. Next thing I knew, I woke up to this nice young man next to me, asking me how I was feeling. From there, sat Tom in recovery. I was probably there 15, 20 minutes, put in a wheelchair, put in the car, and off to home. So I was home by 2 p.m., I think it was, on Tuesday. As I'm recording this now, it's Thursday. I was going to record yesterday, but I had a lot of stop-bys. My son stopped by because he's at his dad's this week. My oldest was here to make sure I behaved myself a little bit. Tom's sister stopped by, who was going to be my caretaker for any drains. I had no drains. I have no drains. So I'm just bandaged all up. It stings. It's a little sore. I had a rocking plastic surgeon who inserted time-release medication for 72 hours into me, so I don't have to worry about that. All I'm taking is Tylenol, 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, and it's not pain. It's just very I don't know how to, a little stinging or prickly or what have you. But yeah, I think for me, my biggest things are realizing I need to set the boundaries of being able to take care of myself. Like I wanted, when people showed up yesterday to drop off gifts, which was so sweet, I felt like they needed to see that I was okay. I was dressed. I actually had a mini shower on my lower half and arms, and I wanted people to see that I was okay. And I probably did a little too much yesterday. So I rested. I got a great night's sleep last night. This is crazy. I'm 48 hours into this right now from the time that it started. Tonight I'm probably gonna have my first full shower with a little assistance from Tom, and then I will see kind of the scars here and whatnot. But it's, I tried to explain to my mom too, because she's like, I just want you to get through this. This is just one piece of it. Like leading up to this was a lot of pieces, more on the emotional side of getting, results, and then having to go back and have ultrasounds and more biopsies and in the MRI and meet with plastics and so there was that emotional piece to it. And then you hit kind of D-Day. you get to the day of surgery, and I wasn't necessarily nervous about the surgery, and quite honestly, Tom may have been running in a linear time period, but I was not, because being out, like I felt like I had just gone to sleep and I was awake, so I didn't have some of that emotional stuff. And then yesterday and today is just really limiting myself, and that's hard sometimes, as far as not using your arms to push up, not raising your arms above shoulder level, no pushing or pulling, really trying to take it easy, and I know that's what I'm going to struggle with the most. But here I sit this morning. I actually did some journaling. I have to even watch this a little bit. Did some journaling, wrote some stuff, got up in the shower before 8:30 just to do a little clean, got myself dressed, and I have my sister showing up here to do a little Reiki on me later and to visit because she hasn't seen me yet. And yeah, so it's, I'm sure I'll have more from the emotional standpoint as I go and just how I'm feeling. Again, it's just 2 days, but the fact I'm sitting here doing this 48 hours after the surgery is kind of remarkable. So I'm doing well. The best part for me was getting home and my kids both being here, and I could see their smiles that mom's okay, mom's okay. And so that's, that's good. Any surprises that I've had? Not really. This was the part, like, I haven't been nervous about anything, but as far as dread may go, it was the soreness, I would say. And it is sore. And so now I'm kind of a little bit dreading getting in the shower and having that sting, but I'm a big girl and I can do that. The other part is they had warned me they might have to put a tube down. And I think they must have because once my locals wore off, my throat felt very dry. The other thing is that the anesthesia can create nausea and you get motion sickness and stuff. So they put a patch behind my ear. Well, they gave me medicine first before I went into surgery, and then they put a patch behind my ear, which was what the eye doctors use to dilate eyes, and then they put a bandage over it. And I guess that helps with nausea coming out of surgery if you're having anesthesia. And I just took it off when I showered this morning because I feel like I'm fine, because after 3 days it loses its potency. So I think I'm good. I wasn't nauseous or kind of at all yesterday. And yeah, so it is so simple. My stitches are interior, so they're not going to have to be taken out. The surgeon did this without any drains, so I'd have my sister-in-law on standby to help with drains. Not necessary, just a Tylenol and behaving myself. I think that's a big one. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up. I will come back on maybe next Monday and kind of give you where I am at that point. I have 30 days from today is when I meet with my oncologist. So these 30 days are all about healing and behaving. And then that new phase started, and I lost track of my thoughts. But that's what I tried to explain to my mom, is that this, yes, got the cancer out, but it's not the end of the journey. There's healing from it, making sure everything was out, getting pathology reports back, and then moving to radiation, which is the likely outcome. So this was a big part of the journey, but it's just, just one part. And that's a wrap. So thank you for coming on here. I don't know if hearing this helps anybody in any way, but I think I will probably start posting soon. And yeah, I hope it helps somebody, a caregiver, you yourself, or just somebody listening to my story along the way. Thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the vessel that you have. If I can advise anything, release any anger, tension, resentment, anything like that out of your body. Take care of the vessel so you can avoid some of this action. And that's a wrap. I'll talk to you in a week.